Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Raging Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Steps away to find some room. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Punch it out of the air. The Jaguars get enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Raging Cajuns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
To the air, it's Davenport. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Makes him talk to the hand. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think a lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Jaguars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Bullock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his feet. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Using his legs, it's Bullock. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The inside handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Muscling ahead on third and short. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Alabama.
And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Touchdown, South Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They go to the ground. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jensen. He get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robertson.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Coates. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They just keep firing. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air, it's Davenport. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Creates a little space. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Graham. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Davenport. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this defense was ready for go box against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Takes a handoff. It's Bullock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Davenport. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They send the tight end in motion. They give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He'll do it himself on the draw. The Jaguars are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yeah, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Davenport. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And they'll send the left hash. He'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The run to the left. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robertson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Jensen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. I'd be calling a hot route. Toss sweep to the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bullock.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Davenport. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw again. He's taking the shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try the right side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back.
Lots of running room. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Grab near the marker. It's Coates. Made a defender miss. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly. Where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Power football with the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Jaguars have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got in. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it, time running out, got to get the football back. 2 good plays, now 3rd down. I stay aggressive, have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive, get that football back for your offense.
Back to pass, it's Davenport. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back.
A shot toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Coverage team is there to make the stop, and he had visions of glory in his head, but just couldn't find enough room, and that's going to do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.